Hello, welcome to Big Pete's Kitchen. Today I will be making chili and a side of cornbread. First, to start on the cornbread, you need 1 egg that has already been beaten. To add to the egg, we will need 1/4 cup of oil. We are using vegetable oil for this recipe. Then you will add the 1/4 cup oil to the bowl with the egg. Next, you will need 1 cup of milk. Carefully pour the milk into a measuring cup, and then pour the milk into the bowl. Carefully, you're going to want to stir the bowl. Make sure no ingredients fall out. Next, we'll work on the dry ingredients. So in the bigger bowl, we want 1 cup of cornmeal, which is right here. Next, you're going to want 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of flour right here. Beautiful. 1 cup of flour. Then we will also need 1/4 cup of sugar. So we'll need to wash out the 1/4 cup we used for the oil. One-1/4 cup sugar. Then we will grab the salt, and we need 1 teaspoon of salt. Add the salt to the mix. And then we will just mix this all up together. The mix should have a yellow color to it that will be from the cornmeal. And then once that is all mixed together, we will add the wet ingredients. So just carefully from the bowl, pour them in. Make sure to scoop them all out. And we will just stir this until it is blended. Okay, so while we are stirring it, just make sure that you incorporate all the ingredients from the sides of the bowl, as like some might splash up. And then just make sure it is nice and stirred, no bumps or blemishes, you could call them, in the batter. Now, since this is done, I will show you what it... This is the batter. Okay guys, welcome back. Now I will start to make the chili. So we need 1 large white onion finely chopped, and I already chopped the first half, but here's the second half. So first what you're going to want to do is cut it down the middle. And then just in slices. Like this. Make them as thin or as thick as you want, you just have to chop them in the end. Okay, let's move off the other half, and then we can start with make them nice and finely chopped. And then put them off to the side once they are. And then you're going to start on the next piece. And like so, the same way. Next one. Almost done with this onion right here. Now, when you're cutting an onion, it might get to your eyes and you might start to cry, which is the typical with any onion. So, and it's getting to me right now, so I'm trying to hold back all the tears. You can only do what you can only do. Whew. Strong. Okay, we're just about done with this onion. Just have to chop the remaining parts into little pieces. Now the onion will help in the chili because it will allow the chili to become very flavorful. It's getting hard to chop with the tears building up, but okay, just about done. Now that this onion is done, we will bring what's chopped of the onion to the saute pan and we will put it in. Not the saute pan, pot on the grill, which is where the meat is right now. Just gonna okay, in just a second I will show you what it looks like with the meat and all the onions in there. So, this is what the mixture looks like. Now starting soon we will start to brown the meat and the onions together. Just like this. So, while that's starting to cook up, I will start to make the chili mixture with all the spices. So first we need 1 teaspoon of salt again. Salt right here, Morton salt. 1 teaspoon. So here it is. 1. Next, we need 3/4 teaspoons of Mexican oregano. This type of oregano. It has the same general taste as normal oregano. It just has an extra kick, which is needed for chili because this is Texas chili and we want it to be somewhat spicy. Next, we want two teaspoons of smoked paprika. 2 teaspoons. So we'll have our dandy half teaspoon right here. So we'll just fill this up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Then we need 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. There we go, the cumin is in the bowl. Next, 6 tablespoons of chili powder. But because I'm going to make it a little less spicy because some people are very spice intolerant that is, I will put only 4.5. Here's 1. Here's 2. 3. And 4. There we go. And I'm just going to add a little bit of chopped garlic cloves. Put a little bit more flavor in. Actually, we will put the garlic cloves in later because that is not a dry ingredient. This is the spice mixture. You guys can see it. And I'm just going to stir it up to incorporate all the ingredients into one. And lastly, once we have all these mixed up, we have to add 2 tablespoons of corn flour. This is actually corn meal that we are using. So we have 1. And we have number 2. Cornmeal is now added into the mixture. Here we go. Now we'll mix this up a little bit further. And the spice mixture is done. Now we will wait for the brown meat and the onion the ground beef and the onion to brown in the pot. Welcome back, guys. Now we have put the cornbread in the oven at a temperature of 425 degrees for 20 minutes. We also drained the meat, and now we are going to add the remaining ingredients into the chili. The stove is already on, so now we will put pinto beans in with the liquid, and we will also put in a can of diced tomatoes. You'll want to just stir that up. Next, we will add 8 ounces of water. And the remaining dry ingredients that we made previously. And now we will just stir this up. You want to move the ingredients from bottom to top. Make sure that they get like the same amount of heat. Just stir well. And it looks very liquidy, and that is not typical with chili, but it will burn off in the process of simmering on the stove. Okay, we are back, and after about 23 minutes of baking in the oven, the cornbread has been done, and it is cooked with nice golden brown edges, and on the stove the chili is still simmering. I hope you enjoyed this cooking tutorial, and I hope you subscribe, like, comment, share, and join in another time for another tutorial. Thank you.